Again, good afternoon. My name is Renato Costa, and today this is the English Club, and today we are in the middle of the seminars. The seminars happen every year. In other words, it happens every 2 seasons, and the seminars has 3 parts. I begin all the seminars with members of the English Club. Okay, so today, Mateus and Jefferson are members of the English Club. They're going to be the last ones presenting as members of the English Club. From the last week, next week on, we're going to have teachers of IFCE. 4 teachers are going to be presenting. 3 teachers from Campus Sobral and 1 teacher from Campus Tauá. And the 4 Tuesdays after that is the third part of the seminars, where I invite people outside IFCE. Okay, so I'm very glad that Mateus and Jefferson said yes to my invitation. And today we're going to have 2 very interesting topics. Have you guys decided who's going to present first? Is it should I follow the order of the advertisement? Mateus first and then Jefferson. Mateus, are you
Yes,
ready? That can be?
For me, fine.
All
good,
right.
no problem.
So, Mateus has been a member of the English Club since the times that we were present, looking at each other, touching. Everybody could see, and everybody was in the same place. And Mateus was there with us, and he was a student at IFCE. He also completed his studies at UVA, and he works with technology and music. He is also my swimming buddy. Sometimes we met at the swimming pool in Sobral, and when he moved to Fortaleza, coincidentally, we were in the same swimming pool here, swimming at
Yeah,
ABB. Yeah, when
the same.
I looked at my SATS, someone said, teacher. And I said, teacher, de onde? When I saw it was Mateus. He was there. Okay. So he's a very talented musician. He composes in English and in Portuguese, and I know that because I was in the jury when he got a prize for composing. And it's a pleasure today to present to have him here present. Okay, so Mateus, you can turn on your camera and you can use your slides. And I'm going to be taking a look at the time. You have 20 minutes to present your information, and after that, you have about 10 minutes of interaction with everybody. Okay, the others, feel free to make notes, and after Mateus' presentation, you can ask him questions, or you can make comments, or we can debate something, because he's gonna bring a topic mixing artificial intelligence and art, and I am excited for both topics. Okay, so Mateus Araújo, and I have to ask, are you guys related? Because it's Jefferson Araújo and Mateus Araújo. Is this Araújo from the same family? You don't look similar, so
No.
okay, but Araújo is everywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
So Mateus, please feel free. It's your take your time.
Right, just sharing my screen, the camera. I was seeing me my screen.
Yes, we can see you, and we can see your slides, and we can hear you perfectly.
All right. So, artificial intelligence and an innovative way to create and appreciate art. So, we're gonna start talking about creativity.
Mateus, can you go back to the last slide, so just so I can take a picture? Yes, just a
Yeah.
second.
All right.
That's okay. You can move now. Thank you.
Right. So we're gonna start talking about creativity. So creativity is at the heart of who we humans are, right? Because we invent, we write, we make art and music, and maybe we humans are special because of that, right? So, what if a robot could paint a masterpiece? No, just like that, but like that. And what if artificial intelligence could compose great music? And what if artificial intelligence feel emotion and turn it into art? Just some questions to bring the topic to you. And do algorithms with yes no options have the potential for unlimited creativity? Uh, Maybe most of people know computers are just binary machines. All the processing here are made by zeros and ones. So besides our brain, there's a not analogic system. Computers are only zeros and ones in a digital way. So, and even the human brain, with its 86 billion neurons, may have creative limits. So, we're going to talk about computational creativity. So, computational creativity is leading us to ask new questions about human creativity. And is this essential human trait truly unique? Humans are only they can have creativity inside it. So how far can it take us? Or will artificial intelligence be a competitor? Or can be a collaborator too? Because it can help us to still and imagine creations. You can imagine uh, computers helping us to unblock our creativity. Maybe when we have a block, uh, um bloqueio criativo, né, que chama.
Some creative block, you can say.
Creative blocking. So computers can help us this. So just a little definition. Uh, is the study of building software that its behavior that would be deemed creative in humans. É algo que seria parecido criativo em humanos, né? Eu vi essa palavra deemed, so it was new for me. So some examples about it. The project Cloud Painter. It's in AR artists called Tinda Van Arman and his painting Roberts. And he used art made by his daughter to feed the AI models. So I can hear in I've seen my web screen.
Yes, we can see it.
So we have here a gallery. This picture from his daughter.
My goodness.
He uses the painting of his daughter to feed the AI model to like drawing like he has his daughter.
I'm gonna ask one question now, Mateus.
All right.
The stylistic decisions. Who makes the stylistic decisions? The computer or the person
It's the
programming?
computer.
Oh
It's the computer.
my goodness.
Related to the drawings, the are showed for the model in the computer, right?
Okay. Okay.
So he uses his door. Is this the process? That is a nice video here. I can post the link. He
Please.
shows he shows the his daughter painting and showing the similarity to the drawings created by the robot.
This is
So another some images that are showing. And
incredible.
and the next project is Magenta. It's a project from Google. It's related to music and visual arts that explores the role of machine learning as a tool in the creative process. So deep learning and reinforcement learning are the technologies using this for generating songs, images, drawings, and other materials. And exploration and also does an exploration in building art tools and interfaces that allow artists and musicians to extend the process using this model. So it's that is something that I talked before. Some tools and interfaces helping the artist to create these artists. So I can show something again. This is the website from Magenta.
Okay.
We can read the blog. We have something. I'll show the painting with music, and we have very nice things here. Music transcription with transformers, and I will jump to paint to music, right? It's painting with music. It's a project from a parte. Eles são parceiros do Magenta, isso que eu tô querendo dizer.
They are partners with Magenta.
With Magenta, yeah. So the initial goal of this project is to make music accessible and fun for musicians and non-musicians alike. So it connects music with another major form of artistic expression, that is painting. And the drawings of the user are translated into musical notes performed by a chosen instrument. So you can hear this wave and the sound related to that. Are you hearing the sound?
Not the sound, but the image. The image is moving.
On the image, né?
Yeah. I'm having problems with my sound today.
Oh, so sorry.
Don't worry. Don't worry. If you can just write on the chat for people to. If you have the link, then we can try.
All right, I'll post the link. This is Paint for Music.
it's okay. We got the link.
I'll organize all the links and post here until the final of the
Okay, good.
the seminars, right?
Excellent.
In the WhatsApp too.
Excellent idea.
So
I'm dying of curiosity to know what music this drawing would be associated to.
So another project from Magenta, it's the AI duet, and it lets you play a duet with the computer. You can connect. You can also connect the keyboard with this. So
Okay.
you can play some notes, and the computer will respond to your melody. And it's just one example of how machine learning can inspire people to be creative in new ways. So I'll try again to play some sound here in the web. So we can hear, that's a video too, I'll post the link also.
Okay.
So we can launch experiment. So it's not necessarily how to know how to play a keyboard. We can just press some, and he tried to respond all the keys you choose, right?
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not listening. I'm not able to listen to anything.
So I'll post the link too.
Okay.
You can try.
No problem. You're using Apple, right?
Right. Yeah.
And Meet is from Google, so that's possibly the problem.
Yeah.
Google
Possible.
doesn't want us to listen to anything by Apple. Okay, I'm saving the links here.
There's a good video explaining about it.
Right. Thanks for sharing. So
come back here.
This duet is interesting because sometimes we are alone and you want to make music with somebody, and we don't have anybody around.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now
I'll post another link here. It's where I found these experiments. It's Google Arts and Culture.
Okay.
So there is a lot of experience. You can assist melody with Bach and Mozart and Beethoven. It's very nice. It's a block opera.
I think I heard one of those. Yeah, it's a quartet.
Yeah, I'll post the link too. There's a lot of games. So I would like to show more experience, more examples about it. So I can bring a discussion, and is it all this creativity or not? And it'll be a human consciousness that will say, and an algorithm can say anything about this, right? Just we humans, they have taste and experience that can judge what we hear and see, right? So it comes down to conscience and human experience. And our creativity is very much rooted in our own conscious experience of our world. And it's through conscious experience that we form mental models. So we can we form these mental models so we can judge whether this is creative or not. So talking about the limits also. So are the limits to computational creativity? And on my research, I found this reflection about it and the tension between quality and novelty. So we can see it like this. Yeah, it's easy to be very novel and low quality. Just put random stuff together, and it's very easy to be high in low novelty. Just take your favorite song and favorite piece of art. And also doing the both simultaneously is very difficult, even from for we humans, if you can think. So it's almost a limit, even for the computer and for us too. And just finish with a quote from John Lester. He
Oh,
works
Justin
with
Lester
Disney.
from Pixar, right?
Yeah, he works with Pixar and in Disney too. I think they leave these studios. Uh, uh, Maybe he working in another one, but he he said that the arts challenge the technology, and the technologies are the arts. So we can think about the feedback these two fields can have between them. And that's it.
Okay, Mateus. I'm gonna try to, if you give me the screen, I'm gonna try to use the links you gave to see if I can project them here for us. Okay, so can you just leave your presentation? Yeah, I'm gonna try.
All right.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to, but let's see. So I just like to know, Mateus, if you were able to hear.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so at least we had this opportunity. Okay, I'm a musician. Mateus is a musician too. It sounded like something very modern, from the 20th century, 21st century. I'm gonna play another one, okay? Okay, I'd like you guys to write anything on the chat to see, just first to see what you think about this. I'm gonna try the other one, the duet. Okay, let me see if it works. Oh, the video about the duet. Okay. I'm gonna turn off my microphone, but please let me know when I come back if you could hear it, okay?
Hi, I'm Yutam. This is an experiment called AI Duet. It uses machine learning to let you play a duet with the computer. Making music using code isn't a new thing at all, but machine learning gives us a different way to go about it. If I was trying to make AI Duet with more traditional programming, I'd have to write out lots of rules, like if someone plays a C, maybe respond by going up to a G. Or if someone plays 3 ascending notes, then maybe go back down. I'd basically be creating this map to tell the computer how to make these decisions, but there are just too many note and timing combinations to map it all by hand. This experiment approaches the problem differently, using machine learning, specifically neural networks. We played the computer tons of examples of melodies. Over time, it learns these fuzzy relationships between notes and timings and builds its own map based on the examples it's given. So in this experiment, you play a few notes. They go to the neural net, which basically decides, based on those notes and all the examples it's been given, some possible responses. I had some friends try it out. It was fun to see how it responds to different things people play. It picks up on stuff like key and rhythm that you're implying, even though I never explicitly programmed in the concepts of key and rhythm. It was cool to see people use it in ways I didn't expect. Instead of taking turns, a few people played at the same time as the neural net's response, kind of getting in a creative feedback loop with the computer. It's also fun to just mash the keyboard. The neural net tries to return something coherent from any input that you give it. I made all of the code open source, and the neural net that I'm using is from Google's open source Magenta project, so anyone can grab it and train their own net. I wanted to put this experiment out there just as an example of the many kinds of things you can make with machine learning and music, and I'm really excited to see what other people do. You can play with it at g.co/AI experiments.
Okay, Mateus, at least we could see this guy. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. Okay, so at least we were able to listen to the examples. So this was Mateus, and just a second. I'm sorry. I'm fighting my computer. Just a second. Yeah. So artificial intelligence as an innovative way to create and appreciate art. I knew the name was a bit longer. So I'm very glad. Mateus, thank you very much for your participation. I'm sorry that you could not, from your computer, you could not project the sounds, but at least we heard it, okay? And guys, I'd like to invite you now to ask questions, to ask Mateus a few questions about that, okay? Artificial intelligence as an innovative way to create and appreciate art. If you have any questions to Mateus, or if you want to ask to make a comment about that, I have a few notes here, but I'd like to listen to you first, okay? Aline, you can start. And then Jefferson.
I have a comment. When I watched this presentation, I'm thinking if in the future we can go to a concert only with artificial intelligence making the sounds. I'm imagining something like that in the future.
Mateus, has it happened already? Because I have the impression that the technology has been for quite a while. So do you know if this sort of concert has already happened? Like they put people on a concert hall, and you're going to listen to a computer play a symphony or something like this. Do you know if this thing happened?
I saw some robots playing music, like one playing a bass, a guitar, and drums.
So in rock music,
I'm not remembering the name of the project.
but it's actually very interesting. And Aline, I think I have the same curiosity, and I love classical music. I heard a few examples already on the internet. It was Johann Sebastian Bach's birthday, and then Google had a doodle, and that supposedly invented a completely new piece of music, but based on Bach's style, you know. And then I listened to it, and then wow, it's strange, but it sounds like Bach, you know, because Bach is my favorite composer, and I was like, oh my goodness, the computer did that, you know. Okay, Jefferson, please.
Uh, Actually, I have two questions, Mateus. The first question is, what kind of thing have been motivating you to study music? The second question is, what kind of step can you give us to start music? For
Okay,
example,
Matheus, can you turn your camera on? I think I'm recording now. I'm using another software, so it's interesting to have a record of your face somehow.
All right.
Okay, do you remember the two questions that Jefferson asked?
Oh,
It's not the slides, it's your camera. I just have a
my
photograph
camera.
of you.
Right.
Oh, nice, good.
So, how can I start? How did I start to study music?
Jefferson, can you repeat the first question?
what kind of steps, what kind of advice can you give us to start to study English?
Music, right? Study
Music, sorry.
Yeah, advice. I want to study music. What advice would you give?
I think if you don't know anything, the best advice is to search a teacher or a professor. But if you have some notion, you can search for content in the internet. That is a lot.
Okay.
I think start in the internet if you don't know anything can be a very hard and very frustrating.
Yeah. So, in your opinion, it's better to go look for a teacher, and then
Go for a teacher.
if you don't have a teacher, maybe you can find in the internet.
Yeah.
I started when I was 21. I wanted to study the piano, and my first piano teacher, I was already an adult and working, so it's possible. 21 for classical music, it's very late. But today, you know, you can see me playing with my friend Professor Marcelani Cruz. We have the duo Cruz y Costa, and people have not thrown eggs and tomatoes at us so far. So if you just start, look for a teacher and dedication. I agree with Mateus. Najur, do you want to ask a question or make a comment, Mateus?
I'm not hearing.
Microphone, Najur. Your microphone is off. You need to turn on your microphone.
How are you, dear sir? Everything is fine?
Now I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Is my question to Matthews, is my friends and also my brother. So I'm not a music student or musician, but my question to you, what is the significance for me or for us as a not a musician, why we should listen or why we should learn to music?
So, Mateus, what is the meaning of music? Why should people who don't play music listen to music? That's yes, what I understand from the question. That's a very interesting question.
How music can change our life, or how music can change our motivation or intention, something like this.
I think it's a very personal thing about it. So I think it's very good to get to know art, and I think art make you think better, make you learn about culture, learn about history. I think it is one of the points about it.
I think I would add, I also agree with Mateus. We usually process our emotions. Of course, we use
Yeah,
the whole brain to do mathematics, linguistics, and emotions and art. But mostly when we are analyzing, we use the right hemisphere of the brain. And when you're using our emotions or art, we use the left hemisphere. And when you use both of them, when you try to associate in your life, you are exercising your brain. So I think that's what Mateus is trying to say, and I agree completely too. I would say that music is around us from a very long time, and even if you don't play a musical instrument, it has a role. Some people used to relax, some people used to, for the opposite, some people used to get energy, like to get excited and and go through I had a secretary at home when I was a child, and she needed to sweep the floor, a housemaid. And then when there was music, she did it more lively, So the role of music for her was to, as some kind of, it made her work less hard, So many people have different reactions. Okay. Now,
and that's why we have so much kinds of music.
yeah, definitely.
The kind for each 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 time.
Yes, and depending on the mood, I choose different music.
For each mood.
Today I use Baroque music to do simple physical preencher chamada. I had to do it several times, and I needed something to put me in the mood, so I went through it. Okay, Najur, do you want to compliment?
Yes, I want just to add to my concern is depend on people how we are listening to music and what kind of music we are listening. For example, music have its own language. For example, I don't know Portuguese, for example, or I don't know English, for example. But if I want to understand to you, or if I want to communicate to you, for example, in Brazilian people, or with you, for example, so I have to learn the Portuguese language. But if I want to relax my mind, if I want to peace in my heart, or if I want to be emotion, or if I want to be something like happy or victorious thing, I can listen your Brazilian music and it will be make me happy. But I don't know what they are saying in this music. So music lyrics is like connect your heart, connect your how can I say in Portuguese? I think in coração.
Coração.
Quando nós ouvimos que música e talvez em português música espanhol e arábica, por exemplo, então nossas sentido melhor no nossos coração, especially when we are very sad or especially when we are very happy or something victory, something joyous, so we listen to music. In computer, for example, search randomly Arabic music, Turkish music, Russian music, Italian music, Spanish music, Portuguese music. A lot of time I listen to Brazilian music, even though I don't know what they are saying, but
Yes.
it makes me very happy.
When I was growing, Najur, when I was growing up and learning English, I also listened to a lot of music from the United States or music from the UK, and I had no idea what they were saying. I always give the example. There's Pink Floyd, the Wall. We don't need education. We don't need thought control. Teacher, leave your kids, us kids alone.
Definitely.
And then I became a teacher. I became a teacher. No, and I don't agree with the song. But when I was a teenager, I was like excited and singing the song, of course. Okay, it's just one example. Okay,
Yes,
thank you,
definitely.
Nagu, for the question. I need now to
music
move on to. I need to
music
move on
is a
to the
very
next
powerful,
presentation.
very powerful things, Hanato, because of when people want to do something, or for example, in national anthem, in every country have national anthem. Why for national anthem is
Yes.
important? This
Yeah.
make for making people happy to unite, to love the country, to
That's
love the
true.
people, to love all things in our country. For example, in your country. So this is a patriotic thing. This is a victorious thing. This is a joyous thing. So that's
Yes.
why it's make a powerful to make a people, to make
It
it
is.
strong the nation.
It is. I'll have to interrupt here so that we can go to the next presentation. But Mateus, thank you very much for bringing this topic. I got fascinated. I only had before you brought here the examples, I only knew of very short samples of music. And from what you showed today, the thing is really more, advanced than I thought it was. And I got really curious. So if you can share all your links on the chat by the end of the class, I really appreciate. So everybody applause. Mateus, thanks for saying yes to my invitation, okay? Now, my second presentation today is going to be given by Jefferson Araújo.
Okay, thank you guys. I will share for you my little experience as a tourist guide in my city, Itarema. So, where I describe where are you from. I live in Itarema, located on the west of the coastline of Ceará. It's one of the most important tourist sites in Brazil Northwest. For the practical radical sport, so that kitesurf is responsible for the boost of the town's economy. This is the skylife of Ilha do Gajiru. Ilha do Gajiru is the beach from Itarema. All of these people on practical kitesurf. It's a kind of islands. These are the sand islands. These are the Ilha do Gajiru beach. This is the Pousadas over there. Yes, it's beautiful. It's considered one of the best places in the world to practice kitesurf due to the wind, because the Ceará wind is so strong along the way. So these are some pictures from my place. This is the first picture is from Ilha do Gajiru, the sunset from Ilha do Gajiru. So beautiful. And the second picture is Icaraízinho de Amontada. I pick up many tourists from Ilha do Gajiru to Icaraízinho de Amontada. This is another perfect place to practice kitesurf. They usually made downling. Downling is a kind of wine. For example, they start to kitesurf from Icaraízinho de Amontada until Ilha do Gajiru, kiting along the sea, along the coast. The three picture is Torrões. This is another beautiful beach in Itarema. Yes, there are many cheap places you can book in Icaraízinho de Amontada. You just look for. There are many beautiful pousadas, then affordable price. You just need to book before the travel. is very important, because if you stay in the pousada near the sea, it's very, very expensive. For example, here in Itarema, one night in pousada near from Ilha do Cajiru is allowed 600 reais per night. It's really, really expensive. But if you stay in downtown, it'll be cheaper. Just 18 reais. It's not so far. It's just 5 kilometers from downtown to Ilha do Cajiru. So it's a close. You need to save too much money. So, okay, keep going. Why I decided to learn English? So, my first experience as an English learner for the gringo or gringos, it was Pousadas, Set del Fall. I was a receptionist there in 2017. I was booking the rooms. I helped them to kite surf, many things. I was many things in Posada, but I couldn't understand very well then. It was hard for me because I didn't speak English. It wasn't necessary for my job. It wasn't necessary for my job to understand them, because I was losing many good opportunity work in the beach. So let me see. I want to discover English and make new friends, and then I realized I couldn't do that. And unfortunately, I appreciate so much IFCE Campus de Acaraú. I discovered this project on the Facebook, on the IFCE Acaraú Facebook. This project is Centro de Formação de Idiomas. I started to study in 2018. She's my teacher, Liliane. She's a coordenadora in this project. And actually, I studied 3 years because it was 2 years presential class. But unfortunately, due to the pandemic, I needed to study on the Google Meet. So let me see. So I could discover English. I can understand better movies, music, making new friendships. It started to started to show for me new opportunity, new work opportunity in Itarema. So I feel so happy when I start to understand English better. So I can share experience as a tourist guide. For example, these guys, the middle of the photo, he has been helping me so much to learn English. He's motivating me to study English more and more. Then there's another guy. They are from France. They have been visiting. They visiting Ilha do Cajiru every year. They are from France. There's a little dog. Actually, it's not a dog. It's a wolf. It's a wolf for my friend. He's from France. But yes, a wolf. That's it. It's a wolf. He's my friend. He's from France. He lives in Itarema. He is married. He is married. Brazilian woman. She's from Itarema. They are living in Ilha do Cajiru, near from Mangue. There's a river. I think, did you see, guys? There are lagoon, and there's a kind of river. mangue, river, lagoon in the area of sand. These are Ilha do Guajiru. So these are all the beautiful pictures. Okay, so I can show them my currency work as a tourist guys. So Posada called me and I pick all the tourist by car. I usually do that. To the downtown, sometimes they need to buy something in the supermarket. Sometimes they need to go to the bank. Unfortunately, most of the local people don't understand him because most of them don't speak English. So I help him so much. For example, last year, I couldn't know one guy. He's from Australia. Unfortunately, all the bank accounts, password, all of the personal photos was in his cell phone. Unfortunately, he has broke his cell phone. They need to go to the downtown. They need to go to the Itanema to fix his cell phone. So I help him to go to the cell phone store. Fortunately, he couldn't fix his cell phone, so he coded to, for example, to take his money in the ATM at the bank to go to the supermarket. I feel so happy because I could help him to fix his cell phone, and he could solve his problem for the bank and the supermarket, many things. So I usually, I usually go to downtown, airport. Sometimes I pick up guys from Ilha do Guajiru, and airport Fortaleza. Yes, that's it. Airport to Fortaleza. Sometimes I pick up him to Jericoacoara, Parnaíba, and Dowling. Dowling is a kind of white. For example, they leave from Ilha do Guajiru to Icaraizinho de Amontada. They go by kite along the coast from Icaraizinho de Amontada until Ilha do Guajiru. Kitesurf, whining by kitesurf. It's so funny. Is the type of trip is allowed 2 hours by kite from Icaraizinho de Amontada until Ilha do Guajiru. So yes, that's it. Yes. Yeah. Yes, you need to have physical, strong physical to hold the kite because the wind is so much strong. Sometimes, unfortunately, there are accidents. Some of the guys because some of them they are beginning to kite surf now. I think in 2019 it was an accident. Unfortunately, one tourist woman died from Ilha do Guajiru. She has a crash from the coconut tree. It was terrible. It was terrible. She was from Belgium. Fortunately, she's died. It's a dangerous sport, but it's so unforgettable. So thanks. Sometimes is a problem. For example, there are many guys from Germany. They They usually come to here every year. Germany is so strong accent. Sometimes I don't understand them very well. When they speak, yeah, no, there's no problem. When they speak it faster, I say for them, can you repeat, please? When they speak slowly, and okay, I can understand it.
Yes, thank you, Hanato, to give me the floor to talk with Hannah Jefferson. I really congratulations to my friends Jefferson for his explanation for his job as a tourist guide. To be honest, he is doing a very wonderful job, and it's a very beautiful place. He travel also with them, and also explanation about different things like nature in sea beach, a lot of things, and it's also enjoyable moment. So,
Jefferson, do you remember any embarrassing situation you ever had? Do you understand? Do you remember any embarrassing situation you ever had?
I think the best experience for me as a guide, as a tourist guide, is to meet new people, to make a new relationship. But for example, I showed for you that guy from Picture. He lives in Tarema. He's from UK, but he's motivated me to study English. So I appreciate so much. So for me, the most unforgettable moment for me is to meet new guys, to share experience, to know different country from here, from my city. I don't need to travel.
yes, I want to also ask one more question to Jefferson. What is the opportunity as a tourist guide, and what is the difficulties as a tourist guide if I want to do, for example, in your place?
Uh, uh, for me, is because most of local people don't know the foreign people. Sometimes they don't feel comfortable to go to the downtown to speak to the local people. For me, it's difficult for me because some of them don't feel comfortable to speak for me about it. So I try to expand. I try to expand. For example, they see some local problems in my city. I try to expand them. It's for if I think it is most it's the hardest. The highest. Let me see. The highest moment for me as a tourist guy is this one. If you ask me, Renata, I think she's not the best singer in Brazil. Not at all. For me, I don't feel comfortable when she's sung at the Rio Olympics in 2016. I think three baristas, Marisa Monte, will be the best choice, in my opinion.
I just love to remember the place that I visited, and I mean, I don't know the word. I'm desiring to visit again these places because they are so beautiful.